Heidi ho, my peeps. I'm sitting here in front of my brand new plants I just picked out of the dumpster at Home Depot. I'm wearing my new shoes, my gardener shoes. I love them. Just in case you guys hadn't noticed, I seem to go on these jags where I am single-mindedly, what are you talking about up there, you chipmunk? Where I single-mindedly obsess about something. Well, what I'm obsessing about right now, besides the jabbering chipmunk above my head, are these plants that Grant brought back for me from the Home Depot dumpster yesterday. So we've got, I think that's asparagus fern, I'm not positive, quite a few of those candy stripe petunias. This, I don't know what that is. This thing here, I don't know what it is with the pink flowers. I think this is elephant ear, but I'm not positive. I've got some dianthus down there. I've got some Spanish lavender there. And then I have some pots that had been planted with several different kinds of plants. They've got the tall spiky things coming out the top. Couple of those. All right, so also center screen, you will see a volunteer sunflower coming up out of my grass. Okay, so I haven't planted the ones I got the last time, and I still need to plant those geraniums you see over there. Now, okay, so this is a lot of work for me. I mean, it wasn't a lot of work for me 10 years ago, but boy, I tell you what, this is daunting now. And the biggest problem I'm having is finding enough receptacles, pots, and so forth to plant these things in. But Grant and I made a little headway and picked up these wine barrels, the coolest wine barrels, from the wine barrel shop. Actually, a gal one county over is selling these for $50 a piece. They're solid oak, gorgeous, been used one time. They have interesting logos on them. They're from different places. This one, I don't know where this one is from. It says Canton. I know there's a Canton in Texas, but I doubt that's where it's from. And then this is all French on top of here, although I'm sure it's not a French wine. It probably just has to go through some sort of certification. This one was made in Minnesota. Let's see what it's... Oh, look! This one actually, I didn't notice this before. This actually has a brass plaque on it. Well, that's cool. So he bought 5 of them, 4 for us, and then 1 for his kids. He's going to cut them in half, obviously. That's how you make planters out of them. But, yeah, he's going to take them down, or rather up, to his kids. Okay, so I did find a couple of these. These are actually, these black plastic things are hanging planters. But I can do something fun with those. Maybe cover them in burlap. I actually found their little hangy deals too, but I'm going to use something different. And I will probably put these candy stripe petunias in there and hang them off my front railing in front of the store. Okay, so I'm turning this around so I can see you. Wow. I'm feeling so much better today. I had a really bad couple of days, about 4 days, just tired, weak. I felt like I wasn't getting enough oxygen, but my oxygenation was at 98. So don't know what was going on, but I'm better today and feeling strong and purposeful. So I'm going to start planting some of this stuff. I'm going to get my hanging plants out by the front door. Grant's going to be here in a while. He's going to cut these barrels in half. I've been haunting Pinterest about different ideas for planting things, different kinds of creative or funky receptacles to put your plants in. And something that I'd seen done a bunch of times, I'd actually done it myself years past, is where you take an old chair and you cut out the bottom, or you take the bottom off, you hang some wire in there, and you plant your plants and they spill over and it looks beautiful. Yes, I have got quite a few old chairs. So they need to be pulled out, and I'm going to paint some of them. I'm going to leave some of them the way they are and just do an outdoor urethane coating on them. And I might even glitter some up. Not sure. Anyway, I'm going to tart up a bunch of chairs and plant some of these things in the chairs. If this elephant ear is actually elephant ear, then that I think needs to go in the shade. So let me show you where I would put that. Up against the house right there, I might mix in a couple of the asparagus ferns and these elephant ears. Put them up against the wall there. Also, up against the wall that's near my fence, that might be a good place to put some of that stuff as well. So anyhow, yeah, gosh, it's a gorgeous day. We had rain yesterday and a little bit the day before, so it is clear, gorgeous. We've got, puffy. We've got some cumulus and some nimbus and some stratonimbus and all kinds of clouds up there. Don't really have rain clouds, although supposedly the rain is going to come back in this afternoon. Who knows? It would be lovely if it did. I mean, I think part of why I'm feeling so much better is it did rain, and the high pressure that came in gave way to low pressure, which sort of releases, it feels like it releases my joints, and all of a sudden they're loose again, and I can, use my hands, and my knees don't hurt, and blah, blah, blah. And when it's high pressure and coolish weather, which is a weird phenomenon, that's when I really feel bad. So maybe that was part of it. I don't know. Anyhow, plants. What have I been doing in the store? Well, I've been working on my Apothecary. I'm going to show you some video clips of that. In fact, I need to go over there, out into my field that you see over there, and I need to harvest some Clarkia, and then there's a type of borage that's over there as well that I need to harvest. And all this stuff gets dried and put into jars on the shelves in the Apothecary. So I've been working pretty hard on that. I've been doing a lot of combing through Pinterest, looking for neat ideas of things I can make to sell in the store, but also that I can use for workshops. Some things are so simple that the workshop would be, $12 and you get something to eat and your materials, and let's make something. Some of the stuff is more expensive and time consuming, so those workshops would be more expensive, but I'm trying to keep it down, keeping it down to very reasonable participation fees. I'm not trying to, I don't think my stuff is worth more than it is. Let's put it that way. I mean, I know what I'm worth, but I'm I'm trying to drum up business, not keep it away. So anyhow, yeah, that's what's been on my mind. My store's a wreck. I've got mask making supplies still out that need to be put away. I have just stuff piled up, seashells and watering cans and jars from Dollar Tree that are turning into potpourri containers and just all kinds of stuff. I also made a house blend potpourri. I'm waiting for my orris root to get here and some of the essential oils so that I can finish blending it and stick it in a container for a while. Then that's going to go into little individual jars. I'm also in the process of designing my round 2-inch sticker that will go on my soaps. It will go on the potpourris, any Bath and Body stuff I make. It will go on that. I think I'm going to use a mermaid motif. I found one. It's in the public domain. It's from 1910 or something that I really love, and I think the Bath and Body stuff is going to have a mermaid theme. So I'm working on that. I'm also working on a design for stickers that will go on, like if you buy something as a gift and I make it all pretty in the gift bag and stick the sticker on. I think that's going to have a shell theme. I'm going to stick with the ocean as my underlying visual for my stuff. It's one of the things I love about my floor. When it's clean and sparkly, it either looks like a constellation or it looks like the ocean or both. I just love it. So yeah, so that's where I'm headed with that. Gosh, so many little homey things have happened that I forget to talk about that you guys would probably be bored with anyway, but they're important to me. Things like Grant was coming down the hill the other day after having worked up at a friend's house, and on the side of the road by a log deck, which is where they stack up all of these trees that have died that, you know, the Forest Service has to either chip up or do something with. They sell them, chip them up, or just leave them and people come and scavenge. Well, he found a bunch of pine that had been chopped up into rounds, big pile of it. Passed by it a couple of days, back and forth, back and forth. It was still there, so he filled up the back of the trailer with some pine rounds. So he's going to be bringing those over here, so we've got a little bit of a head start on our firewood for next year, which is so cool. Little Kitty's doing great. Boy, she's growing like a weed and just eating everything I put in front of her, bottle-wise. She's not on regular food, but boy, she loves her bottles. Grant's going to get some more video of that because she looks like a little human. She puts her little hands on the bottle, and boy, if I try to pull it away, she grabs that thing. The claws come out, and she pulls it back. No, I am not to take that bottle. She's so cute. She had her first bath today because she was smelling like the elephant enclosure at the circus, or maybe the flamingo pond at the zoo, or maybe the elephant enclosure at the zoo. She was smelling rank. And so she got her bath with a little bit of Castile soap, warm water, then a nice rub down, fluffed her all up, and then I stuck her down in one of Grant's down slippers and put her back in her cage. Oh, she was happy. Warm, clean, fed, happy kitty. So she's been a delight. That's about all I can recall that I want to tell you today. So I hope everybody's doing okay. I know this quarantine thing and businesses opening up sporadically is really weighing heavy on all of us. It's weighing heavy on those of us who follow all the rules, and those of us that choose the rules that we're going to follow, and those of us that don't follow any of the rules. Everybody is getting wiped out by this thing. And so I mean, whether you know someone who's sick or not, whether there are sick people in your town or not, it is super stressful to be going through, well, this whole dang year, actually. 2020, man. 2020 woke up and decided it was going to kick our butts from day one, and it sure has been. So, I'll be glad to be shut of this year. So on that weird note, I seem to be ending my videos on weird, unsettled notes these days. Anyway, on that weird and unsettled note, I am now going to plant some plants, and I will show you my progress when I'm done. Bye-bye!